Welcome to the Warriors Den. It's, as you can tell, a special, spooky, spoopy Warriors Den. Thank you for joining me. Our servers are down right now, performing maintenance to enable our Halloween event, which we're calling Feast of the Otherworld. And in fact, I'm here alone today because all of my friends are in Paris for a meeting. But we sat down yesterday and we recorded with Damien and Roman to give you all the information of what's contained in this Feast of the Otherworld that you will be playing very soon. So yes, I've seen people over the last month or so like, oh, it'd be cool if For Honor did a Halloween event. They're not going to do that. And I'm glad to surprise a lot of you, and I'm glad we're doing it. Personally, I've always wanted to work on one of the games that gets to do these really fun Halloween events, and this one is very fun. Hopefully, as you've seen already, just with our spooky music and my, oh, I'm in black and white, and you hear weird popping and, oh, now I'm in normal. I don't like that as much. But anyway, the show should get started right away. So I'm going to throw to the video, just so you know, I sat down right here with Damien and Roman yesterday, and we recorded this, and then we'll come back to me after it. But this is everything you need to know about Feast of the Otherworld, which begins today after this show. So let's roll it, Max.
Welcome to the Feast of the Otherworld, where ghoulish delights have been unfurled for your pleasure to devour. In this frightening, ungodly hour, skeleton hordes are on their way, their gravest fury on display, for it is the creepiest time of year. You guessed it, that's right, Halloween is here! Howling werewolves do delight, blue flames burning from the King of Nights. In this place you will find Viking voodoo and their kind, samurai demons and zombie hands lurk in the shadows of these lands. Make sure you tiptoe and watch your back, or the endless skeleton march will surely attack. So come along, join the feast with the rest of the beasts. Otherworld is waiting for you. Boo!
Yes,
Hello!
the time has come. The Feast of the Otherworld is upon us.
Yes, I will do all the show like that.
I don't know who this man is. He's sitting in Damien's spot, but he's going to help us.
It's me, Luigi.
Oh, there you go. And a terrifying Roman clown who probably, he doesn't even have a mic. Oh, he has a mic on now. Okay, he can talk if he wants. Probably won't. And me, I threw this together. I stole my 3-year-old son's costume, and Roman put a Viking hat underneath it and called me Canadians together. Yeah.
I love it.
So it's like I planned it. But we got a ton, Damien.
Oh, yeah.
A ton of stuff to go through, so much so that we put together a PowerPoint.
Oh, yes.
Which is your favorite thing to do.
I love that.
And your meeting right after this is to put together another PowerPoint.
That's my life.
And then you're flying out to Paris to present another PowerPoint.
Yeah, it's...
why you're not in person live on the Warriors Den. We recorded this previous.
Yeah.
Movie magic.
Magic!
In person.
So watch closely as Damien's mustache slowly falls off his face over the course of this stream. And let's get into it, shall we? What do you say?
Let's go.
Let's cut over to the PowerPoint.
So we're doing an amazing spooky event for Halloween, Feast of the Otherworld. It starts right now.
Yes.
Today.
Right after the show, in
2nd
fact.
November. Yeah, right after the show.
2 weeks.
And there are many different things in it. And I'm losing
I like that you're half committed to this Luigi bit and half not at all.
So,
The best part are the gloves.
the best part are the gloves. So I'm totally losing my mustache, so I will remove it. Nobody sees me anyway.
Boo.
We will change some stuff in the game. We will go into details. We have, only during the event, free cosmetic loot that you can get at each end of the match. We'll go through it too. Special game mode event tailored to Halloween. Some bone-chilling weekly content.
Wait, you didn't say the previous word. I wrote that word in because
Spooktacular.
Thank you. I wrote that just because I wanted to hear you say it.
and some themed event orders. So let's dig into it. So first, the things we changed in the game. So don't be surprised, but when you launch the game, starting this afternoon, you will see music will change. So the music in the main menu and for the face-off as well will be done with Halloween instruments.
And I think they'll get a taste of it today during the show too, during some of the videos that
during some of the videos, yes. So this way you will be in the mood of Halloween. Then we've put skeletons everywhere. So they're replacing the soldiers during the event on any game mode.
It makes me so happy.
It's like pirate skeletons.
Why not?
Why not? And we changed as well some of the orders, some of the contract orders. You will see it's a different text. Maybe there are some stuff to discover in it. I will let the community find out. And then
we have a video.
Let's see the video for that.
Video for our free lootable content. Let's check this out. Good God. Okay, let's break down what we just saw.
I put back my mustache. Let's go back to the PowerPoint.
Yes.
Yay!
What does this mean?
What we just saw is a battle outfit. So basically, how it how will it work is that you will, at each end of a match, whatever the match, with the same odds as when you loot normal gear, you will loot an extra cosmetic item. It's random. It could be on any hero. So it's not based on the hero you play. And what you will be able to loot is a battle outfit, as you just saw, with different symbols and color swatch based on Halloween and some paint patterns. This is only lootable during the event. So as soon as the event finishes, you can still have that equipped.
Right, it doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away, but you can't keep it.
Oh my God.
You can't keep it anymore. You can't loot it anymore. Then we have.
But that's a first for us.
That's the first for us.
That's a first that you can loot cosmetic items.
Event. Yeah. Then we have the ornament, the Hell Driver, Harley Davidson one, and then we have the effect, the pulled under effect, that we just saw way better in the video than in those screenshots. So you have one for idle, one for emote, and one for the execution, and you loot each one of those separately.
Right.
So you have 5 cosmetic items to loot per hero, and you will loot those just by playing the game normally.
Cool. Very cool.
On top of that, we do an event that we will keep the surprise for you. So we will let you play the event, the game mode, just to see how it works.
Yep. Let's tell you about it. Before you get into it, I've got a little flavor text to read. Yes, it's called Endless March. You saw some of some of it in the trailer there, but here's the text. I don't know who wrote this, probably Ari. The dead have risen and they're looking to add you to their ranks. In this Dominion-style mode, skeletons are deadly foes who give massive points, and capturing zones will only yield temporary points. Bash some bones and push the other team to break. Sorry, I didn't know the camera was on me. I would have played it up more. Now we can go back to the PowerPoint.
Endless March. I love that text, by the way.
Thank you.
So it's based on 4v4 Dominion mode. But we're leveraging on the skeletons. They deal a hell lot of damage, 14 per hit.
It's a lot.
Yeah. And they're also very valuable for you because it's by killing them I don't know why it's written minions. It should be written skeletons, but it's by killing the skeletons that you get the hard points.
Right.
Those very valuable hard points. You gain 3 of each for each skeleton, and you still gain 15 when you kill players. And that's the only way to gain hard points in Endless March. So you're not gaining any hard points by owning a zone anymore. You're only gaining soft points.
If people don't know the difference.
Yeah.
If they're more casual, what's the difference between a hard point and a soft point?
So hard points is points that you keep, whatever happens. It's a point you gain, and then that fill up your gauge towards the 1,000 points objective. But you keep those points. Soft points are points that you can lose. Is the points that you just have by owning a zone.
Right.
And so we cranked up a bit the soft points you get by owning the zone to 200, so from 150 to 200. But zones don't give you hard points per second anymore. And the lane control doesn't give you any points either.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So that's the big change.
Even if you control both of the zones, you've only got 400, so you still have to do 600 points worth of killing.
Exactly.
To get into break.
Exactly. And you can lose those 400 points as soon as somebody captures it back. So it's.
But what's really interesting in the mode, what's fun? What's really fun is the aspect that the minions are doing so much damage that you have to go to heal yourself really often. And in order to go heal yourself, you need a capture gun.
Yeah.
So there is an interesting dynamic there that's it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, and the skeletons can kick your ass too.
Yeah, and you can really play with that. So when you fight against a player, you can really like fall back to your skeletons, and they will really defend you. So it's a good tactic as well. So it's really changing the pace and the feeling of play in Dominion. And so we can't wait to have players' feedback on that one.
Yeah, it's very fun. I also enjoy the skeleton sound effects, which they can discover for themselves after the stream.
And it's still 1,000 points to break the other team.
Okay.
This is only during the events, of course.
Don't press anything.
Then we have
the
2 weeks of weekly content that fits to the overall event.
Yep. Let's check out week 1's content. Love it so much.
Yeah. So this is, in fact, a new item in the game.
Right.
So those are the masks.
People have been asking for
not
weeks.
Masked.
Right.
Those are the masks outfits. So people were asking us for weeks, like, what is that mask tab that appeared in my game since the last patch?
Right.
Well,
now you know.
This is that.
It's a new tier of outfits.
A new tier of outfits. The most now highest end game, most premium item in the game.
Right.
The masks outfits. If we can go back to the PowerPoint, please. Here they are. So you have one per faction, and they are priced at 20,000 steel.
It's a lot of steel.
Yeah, that's the new premium item. But only during the duration of the event, we price them at the same value as a mythic outfit.
Nice.
So to celebrate the event, to celebrate this new type of item, it will be 15,000 like any mask, like any mythic outfit during the event.
Beautiful.
So if you want to get those, get them fast.
Yes.
And now the second week.
So this is what I'm most personally excited about.
Yeah, and we're spoiling it because we think it's worth it.
Yes, so this will be available next Thursday on the 26th. Yes, we wanted to show you now for a couple of reasons. We'll tell you after.
It's also a new type of item.
Yeah, after we show it, I'll tell you why we're decided to show it now. So check it out. So cool.
So the effect is really amazing, but I have a question for you, Damien. It's why is it called All at the Moon and not Bark at the Moon?
Yeah.
I don't know. We need to ask Harry.
Oh, we need to ask Ozzy Osbourne, probably.
Maybe.
He's been known to sue a few people for infringing, so maybe that's why. Bark at the Moon, great song. Check it out if you don't know it. But yes, I'm so excited about this. It's super cool. We showed it 3 times. It's not different. Yeah. It's the same thing for each hero, but we wanted to just give you a chance to
I think it's the first time we do an emote that is the same for everyone as well.
Yeah, and as you saw, it's much more than just an emote.
Yeah, it's an emote plus an effect on top of it.
Right, so you get the fur turning into the werewolf, the moon effect, yeah.
And what is amazing with that emote is that you can equip as well an effect.
On top of it.
On top of it. So you can have your mask, for example, your mask outfit, for example, and you will still see your mask and you will still all at the moon. So... What are you doing? Losing my mustache. Okay.
Yes, and so if we want to come back to the PowerPoint before Roman kills Damien. The price.
You want, I can
the price, it's
2,500 steals.
It's 10,000.
And it's 200 steal during.
It's 10,000 steel. So it's becoming also the most premium emote we have in the game.
For those reasons
not
we just
most
said.
premium items, but most premium emotes because it has an effect.
And it's only available.
And this one is only available during the second week of the event.
And that's it.
Then you can't have it anymore.
1 week to get this emote.
Yeah.
So that's sort of why we wanted to show it to you this week, so you have time to save up. If you really want that, you've got an extra week to save up for it.
Yeah.
Also, next week's show will be back to business as usual. This is our Halloween show. So there you go. I'm super psyched about the Howl at the Moon.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I haven't played yet with everyone doing it in-game, but I want to see what it looks like with 8 people.
With skeletons and all.
Cool. And one last thing.
One last thing, which is the event orders, the community orders. We'll have one per week, per weekend, I think. So several days around the weekend. First one is a Slayer event. You need to perform as many player takedowns as you can in any type of match. So you can do that, for example, in Endless March. It's giving you the 2,000 steel you will want for the emote or the mask outfits. And it's from the 20th to the 23rd October.
Yes.
And then we're doing a second one that we won't spoil today. But that's also giving some rewards to help you.
Very cool.
For those content.
If, one thing I think we forgot to mention back on the lootable cosmetic stuff, you can loot that in every game mode except for duel versus AI.
Yeah, which is like any other reward that you don't get in duel versus AI.
So you don't only have to do Endless March to get those items, which is cool. So that is Feast of the Otherworld.
That is it. We haven't seen the last slide.
We
Do
have
we have something in the last slide?
No, let's go back.
Let me check. No, we have nothing.
With a special sound effect.
We just have a boo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't hear you.
Can we get a shot of Damien here?
I really like the poster.
Can you get the boo again?
Let's do that boo. Right into the camera, Damien. Right over here. Can you do a spooky data?
Data? Or that's really bad, then I'm losing my...
This is everything I wanted. This is everything I wanted from this show right here.
I'm so sad.
Data. Oh my god. Oh, how about instead of boo, you say routers?
Routers.
Oh, he said it right. You can't. So you've trained yourself how to say it the right way?
Router. I could say router and data.
GIF.
With GIF. Anyway.
We've broken our clown.
That's my life. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I hope you have a good time in Paris, where you are both from. I will be here. And actually, I'm going to throw this back to myself. I'm going to throw the video back to me in real time, live in Montreal. Thank you for joining me.
Back to future you.
Thank you.
Yes, back to future me, future present me, and back to you, me.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, me, for that great transition. I appreciate it. So I'm hoping you guys are excited about all that. I was checking the chat during the clip. I saw a lot of reactions and excitement, and yes. A couple things we wanted to clarify. I saw people asking if there's a PvE mode. There's no PvE mode. PvP, Endless March is a PvP mode. It's like Dominion, like Damien said. Also, just to be clear, while the content that we were talking about being available in this 2-week period is only available in the 2-week period, once you get it, you obviously keep it forever. We're not going to take it away after you pay for it with your steal. So that's just why it's a sort of like extra exclusive. So if someone joins the game in a month, they haven't played For Honor before, they'll be like, what the hell, how are these people werewolves? I want to be a werewolf. And we'll say, you missed it. Should have been on board the For Honor train earlier. Doesn't mean some point in the future these might come back somehow. I don't know if we have plans for that, but I'm just going to put that disclaimer out there. So yeah, as a reminder, the werewolf is next week. It's not in the game right now, or whenever this maintenance ends. But the maintenance should be ending fairly soon, but we wanted to give you all the details and make sure everyone had as much information as possible before just throwing you into the mix in the game. So thank you for coming to the show. We're not done yet, actually. Luke, as well, our regular contributor, Mr. Duchesne, who is our brand director, he has an update on the Season 4 event tournament, the online tournament that's happening right now. He's also in Paris, but he sat down earlier and shot a video, which we are going to show right now. Take it away, Luke.
Hello all, it's Luke from the For Honor dev team, and I'm here to report on the first week of qualification in our 4v4 Dominion tournament. But before we go into details about who won and who lost, I want to give you a quick refresh, quick update on the format of the tournament. So we have 6 different teams, 3 in Europe and 3 in North America. Every week, each team will play 6 games, and a win in every game gives you 2 points. So 6 games, 2 points per win. If you go undefeated, you get 12 points. So now the question is, how are we selecting the winners to come in Montreal? Well, for both territories, the team with the most points at the end of the 3 weeks of qualification will earn their spot to come to Montreal for the Season 4 reveal event on Saturday, November 11th. So let's start the European qualifications, where the ultimate digital athletes led by team captain Clutchmeister open the qualifications.
Yeah, they just slide along the edge of it as if it's a wall.
That's good enough.
It's in 8 minutes, Dunderline. 8 minutes.
Against 4 gunner led by Juan, aka Oscar.
Zone. He's dead. Got him.
So after a tight first game, the second one was a quick win for Team UDA. And we have Legion, who performed amazingly well with 32 takes down and only 7 deaths during those 2 matches.
Don't hit it. Yeah, we're fine. We win.
Oh, 2-0, boys. First 4 points of the fucking tournament. Let's go.
Then Free Vinks, led by Euro Series champion Alernican, tried to stop the victory streak of Team UDA. In both games, they started really well and strongly, but they couldn't keep the pace in the long term, and they got defeated twice by Team UDA, who ends up his first weekend of qualification with 4 wins.
Great games.
Well played, boys.
You may have noticed, I mentioned that we're playing 6 games. Yes, small mistake, everything will be fixed for next week. They will play the remaining games in the opening of week 2, so everything will be back to normal. Last but not least, Legion maintained an impressive kill and death ratio of 3.6 with all those good players on the battlefield. Amazing performance, man. So Team Vinks and Forgoner face each other to complete the first day of qualification in Europe. Forgoner, their team captain, won. I love saying that. Opened up with a win, which was a good relief after being beaten twice by Team UDA.
Nice, well played, boys.
No, good idea. Chill out.
That's good, that's good.
I need to get some water back.
Team Vinks and Euro Series champion Alernican only got 3 takedowns for 6 deaths in this first game. What happened, Alernican? What happened? But everything came back to normal for the second game when he had 12 takedowns for 1 death, leading his team for 2 consecutive wins against Forgoner. So now let's move to this side of the Atlantic, where we have 3 amazing teams. First, the least individual talent, led by team captain Cypher PK. Team NRG, led by Ice Guys, and Team Pure Players, Team PP, led by Bandana. The least we can say is that Team NRG was on fire this Saturday. They came in ready to fight, and they grabbed the 6 wins, 6 games, 6 wins to walk away with all 12 points they could capture.
I killed him.
GG. Bro, I can't believe I read where he was gonna run.
In terms of individual performance, you have Scorebrand and Kiyu, who respectively had 79 and 75 takedown in just 6 games. And Scorebrand even got 1 game with 18 takedowns and 0, nada, niet, death. Very impressive performance by Scorebrand. So now, with Team NRG on top, winning all of their matches and games this weekend.
And that's the 12-0 points, boys. Let's go. 6-0.
We have to look at Team Lit and Team PP. Yes, I said it again. Team PP, when they fought one another to know who would manage to stay close to Team NRG and to still get a chance to come to Montreal. Well, Team Lit, led by Cypher PK, managed to grab the 3 wins and are walking away with 6 points after this first week of activity. If Scorebrand and Kiyu perform extremely well, we need to give the crown of the killer of the day, the one with the most takedowns, to Cypher PK, who had 1 game with 19 takedowns and 2 deaths, which is an amazing performance. So after 1 week of competitions, in North America, you have Team NRG first with 12 points, second Team Lit with 6, and last at 0, Team PP. In Europe, Team UDA first with 8 points, Free Vinks with 4 points, and Forgoner with 2 points. So still a lot of actions to come in the next 2 weeks. Nothing is played. Everybody has a chance to earn their spot for the Season 4 reveal event taking place Saturday, November 11th here in Montreal. It's Luke that tells you, have a good week.
Thank you, Luke. I hope you're enjoying Paris and eating rabbit or whatever it is you do there. He took me for an amazing rabbit dinner when I went to Paris with him. That's why I say that. Rabbit's delicious. So that is the event. I hope you are watching some of those streams. Just a shout out to Cypher, who you didn't see in that video. He deleted his VODs from his matches because he didn't want people to steal his strategies. And, you know, I would have enjoyed having some content to show from Cypher, but we didn't get to feature him in the show because of that. So strategy worked, I guess. I don't know what your play style is. So thank you. There's 2 more weeks left. And just FYI, I know that people in the chat have already told you this. The maintenance is over, but don't go, because we're actually going to give mask outfits to 10 winners this week. 10 raffle winners. So we're going to hit the raffle. 10 of you will get a mask outfit. To be completely candid, we're giving you 15,000 steel because we can't grant individual outfits super easily. So we're going to give you the steel to buy it, and then you can actually do whatever you want with that steel. So hit raffle in the chat, and Fred will be in there grabbing winners at random. Again, 10 of you. So thank you for joining us. I hope you're psyched about Feast of the Otherworld, which is live right now. You can play it in your game on your platform of choice. And I can't wait to see some of the content you folks create in the videos and the streams. It's very fun, especially the noises the skeletons make. So thank you, everybody, for showing up. There were a lot of you today. I'm flattered. I'm fattered. And we'll be back next week. Oh, actually, so I saw someone asking, sorry, but season rewards. Next week's show, we'll tell you about the season rewards, because that's the technical end of the season is next week. So we'll get into that next week. And then we'll get into new hero stuff the week after, because we're getting closer and closer to season 4. And I know a lot of you are asking about that. So that's what's coming up in the coming weeks. Roman and Damien hopefully will be back from Paris next Thursday. I don't know their exact schedules. But that's it for me for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for enjoying Feast of the Otherworld, and we'll see you on the battlefield. Later.